Hello everyone. The trial within the trial of Mngomezulu murder trial is continuing at the High Court in Pretoria.
I understand this witness like that, but
Advocate Mngomezulu, who is representing accused number 1 and 2, reminded the witness Sergeant Mohane that after booking the accused for the whole 17 hours, when he wanted to verify the whereabouts of Ntanzi, he told the court that he was busy with the other cases. Mohane said that's correct and added that their car held them, and when it overheated, it assisted them to proceed to investigate other cases that the court had requested to him. Advocate Mngomezulu further asked the witness if those investigations also concerned accused number 2. He said no, it's one of the cases that he handed to the court. Mngomezulu said that means that those cases are still pending. Mohane said he won't be able to respond because the documents have already been publicized. Advocate then put it to him that on the day accused number 2 was booked out at 10 to 5 for Foster's Court, and at 2 minutes past 5 he was driving and he was traveling from Balfour June Street till Power Park at 5:52, and he was at Chris Hani, Soweto at that time, and then asked if he's familiar with Soweto. The witness said no. Judge Rata Mokwatleng, who's presiding over the matter, said the court is familiar with that area next to whatever, hitting that it's Orlando. Mngomezulu laughed and asked the witness if it's not in Orlando. The witness said he doesn't know. Advocate then said the GPS unlocked at 6:01 until 11 minutes past 6, and further said that can he confirm that he spent 10 minutes in that location. The witness confirmed. Mngomezulu further asked him that what was he doing there at that time. He said he never stopped and he doesn't understand what it means by GPS unlocked. The advocate then said he'll require an expert to come to court and explain the meaning. He continued and said at 6:14 he was driving near Crisani Road, Dlamini Street in Soweto, and from 6:15 to 6:22 there was an access idle in Kalima Street, Moroka in Soweto, and at 6:46 the car was switched off for an hour. He confirmed it and said they were at Moroka police station. Mngomezulu said at 8:21 at Koma Street there was an idle in Soweto. The witness confirmed it, and Mngomezulu said at 8:31 there was also an idle at Moroka, and said at 8:35 the ignition was off. Was it the same as Kalima Street? The witness said that is correct. Mngomezulu said 2 hours was spent in Makalima. At about 13 minutes past 10 he was driving the car at Makalima Street. The witness confirmed it. Mngomezulu said at 10:34 the car was in idle in Makalima, and at 10:39 access idle near Crisani Street in Soweto, and also at 10:44 the car was in idle in the same place. He further said that at 10:46 the ignition was off. The witness confirmed it and said an hour after that he started up the car at Koma Street in Moroka, and shortly after seconds the car was switched off, and a minute at 12 o'clock he started up the car again in Makalima Street. The witness confirmed it. Mngomezulu further said that the car was moving at 12. He then began his line of questioning and asked the witness that when he booked out the accused at 10 to 5, where was the escort in Pretoria? The witness said they didn't have escort in Pretoria. Mngomezulu asked what was the reason for them to not have escort. The witness responded and said the MPD had told them that they won't come to Pretoria. The witness responded and said the MPD had told them that they won't come to Pretoria because they've knocked off late and they will meet on the road, and further said that other than the members of SWAT, were there any other members of SWAT? Other than the members of Metro, were there any other members of Metro that escorted them? Except the team Jonathan. The witness said it's the only team that consisted Jonathan, Buthelezi and Maphumulo and Lisering. Mngomezulu said he is referring from the date accused number 1 was arrested on the 30th of May 2020 and accused number 2 was arrested on the 16th of June 2020. The witness said there were times in between they asked TRT or MIU to assist them. However, most of the times they were working with Jonathan's team. Mngomezulu told the witness that in terms of the evidence that he tendered before the court, including the evidence of Buthelezi, Maphumulo, Jonathan, It's the first time they hear about the TRT members that they were involved, especially from the state witnesses. Mokgane said this is the first time he's being asked about this question. Baloyi's reaction was really hilarious, hey? Mngomezulu then put it to the witness that when he said he asked Jonathan if there were any members of TRT during the pointing out, Jonathan denied that. Judge Rata interfered as per usual and said, what is the dichotomy between answer you got from Jonathan and the answer you got from this witness? Because Mokgane said at times when the SWAT crew is involved in other escort duties, they would request the TRT and other group to assist. But the SWAT was the main crew. Mngomezulu was so annoyed and asked your lordship if it's necessary for him to answer that dichotomy question. Judge Rata said no, that's how he understood the witness. Mngomezulu said he'll pack that question once the AVL of pointing out date arrives in court. Then he'll ask about it. He further put it to the witness that on the 5th of May, where pointing out took place, were TRT members there, since he was also present. The witness said the SWAT was supposed to escort them, but they met in Albertine. Mngomezulu proceeded and said at 12:23 they were joining Arimaray in Vosloorus in Boksburg, and further said that they off-ramped entry. They then came across an intersection and which direction they took. The witness said they turned right and proceeded to Vosloorus Court. The advocate then said after turning right, they passed a bridge. The witness said that's correct. Mngomezulu asked if they saw a taxi rank in that place. The witness said he didn't notice that. Mngomezulu asked if they were still escorted. The witness said that's correct. Advocate further said that at 12:25 they joined Berman Road in Vosloorus, and at 12:26 the ignition was off. An hour after that, at the same place, he started up the vehicle. The witness confirmed it and said at 13:37 he switched it off, and at 14:06 he was driving on the N3 freeway, and at 2 he off-ramped to Heidelberg Road, which off-ramp he took. The witness said he joined N3 towards Johannesburg. Mngomezulu further asked him about a ring road in Albertine if he was driving from the N3, which off-ramp he took. He said he doesn't remember. Mngomezulu took him back when he was driving from Carltonville to Albertine. He had to off-ramp from N3 and joined Grey Avenue, and further asked if he noticed any board written Albertine at the time. The witness said no. Mngomezulu said according to the version of the accused, number 2, he noticed a board written Albertine. He said he can't argue with him because he was a passenger. He could have seen it. Mngomezulu then put it to the witness that when he drove from Vosloorus on N3, it's not the same off-ramp that he used to join Newmarket. It's not the same off-ramp. Because according to accused version is that for the second time, he noticed a board written Albertine, and it was not the same direction he took initially. The witness said he doesn't remember. He must explain further whether they were going to court or Albertine. Mngomezulu insisted on his version and reminded him about the day they drove from Carltonville to Grey Avenue, and said according to AVL, at about 14:12 there was an off-ramp to Heidelberg Road. The witness said he understands now. On the AVL, it's written in here, not off-ramp. Mngomezulu asked again if he remember driving on Heidelberg Road. He said it's possible, or as the AVL report says, but he doesn't remember that he was driving there. Mngomezulu further put it to the witness that at 14:20 the ignition was off, and 10 minutes after that he started up the car at the same place, and at 14:36 it reflects a ring road, Newmarket in Albertine, and at 14:42 he was driving near the ring road, and asked the witness that when he left Vosloorus Court and joined N3 until he off-ramped, was he still escorted by Metro Police and a SWAT unit? He said no. Mngomezulu said he was no longer escorted. At some point, he parked at Ring Road without any escort. The witness said he explained earlier that They went to a mall and bought water and chips. Mngomezulu said it's correct right there because there was water involved, because they poured water to accused number 2. Witness asked that who poured him with water. Advocate Mngomezulu was so pissed and said this accused person played his cards open in this court. He told the court that you never participated in his assault, so therefore he cannot include him in the act of pouring water. Then said that after off-ramping from N3 on the road, there is a dumping site and there was a board written Albertine, and at 1442 it indicates access idle near the ring road to 1522 and the car was in access idle. He then put it to the witness that between those times, for the period of 40 minutes, according to the accused, it was the time he was taken out and was assaulted, tortured, and electrocuted with a device. And he said he was beaten in Orlando, according to his version. Now it's Albertine. Mngomezulu said he doesn't listen. His version still stands as he initially said. First time the accused was assaulted was next to dumping area and it was on the road towards Albertine, next to 2 silver tanks. The second time was when he was at Orlando next to a dumping area and there were ATMs that were no longer working. The witness said he's listening. Mngomezulu further said that at 15:30 he joined Freeway N12 and at 15:48 it reflects all Potchefstroom Road in Soweto, Kloof Zone 6, and it shows GPS unlocked till he drove at 15:58. He then put the version of the accused that it was the time when they went to Colonel Rapatu at hospital. The witness said he's now confused because in the morning they saw Colonel Rapatu. Advocate said he mustn't be confused. Accused number 2's version, they met with Rapatu in the afternoon. The witness said he doesn't know what accused number 2 has written in his confession, but they took him in there in the morning to see Rapatu. Mngomezulu continued and said at 16:16 he was driving near Goma Street, and further said the ignition was off. The witness said they were at Moroka police station. Mngomezulu said didn't ask him that. He further said from 16:16 to 18:28, 2 hours, that was when Gininda came with his BMW, and this is according to Bungani Ntanzi. He was assaulted and tortured. The witness said they were in police station. Where did they beat him? Mngomezulu further asked him that was the accused booked in before the alleged confession place at Moroka police station. He said no. Mngomezulu further said that when accused number 1 was taken to Mboto in Deep Kloof, was he booked in at Deep Kloof police station? The witness said he won't respond to that. He wasn't there. Mngomezulu put it to him that if he doesn't have records at Moroka for an alleged confession, it's not easy to confirm or conclude that he was indeed in Moroka station. Does he agree? The witness said whenever the accused write confession, it reflects the time, date, and the place of where was a confession taken, and told Mngomezulu to read the confession. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.